Let me just take my time. His name's Radmandesh. He's going to be doing Zarya, Rein, and Orisa. He's a 3100 player on Hanamura. Hold on.
My genius is finally
Did he get his ass kicked?
Alright, if somebody needs a heal, call out your hero, please.
Yeah, I got him. He should be a little low.
Timing's overrated.
I will just say this right away. You should have heard that trap. I couldn't hear it because we came in too late, but you should definitely have heard. Also, Caitlin, you just subscribed. Have a good night. Well, thank you so much, Caitlin. You have a good night, too. Nothing wrong if I save some of these reviews for later. I'm so far behind that I want to try to get a bunch done if possible.
Oh, good, we got this shit.
Help me kill him! No, come on.
Nice shot, dude.
And that's the back.
So, the old Hanamura choke point, and it looks like you guys are brute forcing it.
Timing's overrated.
Try moving slowly with us. Slowly. Yeah, when you tell the
Your team doesn't understand slowly.
die together. Push in and die together.
Your Genji's pushed in, so you need to push in. That was phenomenal what you guys did there.
Die together, guys.
Where is she?
Soldier above you.
You got a lot of charge. You have a scary amount of charge. You now have the most charge possible. Oh, we're getting some lags.
Whenever I went to go get Pharaoh.
Was that YouTube or the game? Okay, that was the video.
No, whenever I went to go get Pharaoh.
Just saying, if you have 100 charge, never melee. He meleeed a couple times there, like, don't.
How did I not get the Zarya? Zarya, I don't know how I didn't get you there.
Okay, I'm fucking done.
Damn, this team is full salt. You have like 4 people yelling already. At this point, there is a very big decision you can make. Do you go in? You kind of like rat it up a bit. Like if I was a Junkrat, guys, I would have ran in there and I would have been hiding somewhere and I would be fucking pissing them off.
Okay, we got this shit. Don't worry about it. That's a good push.
Also, they're running Farah Junkrat. If you ever wanted to run Diva, now would be a good time.
Heal please. Heal please. Behind you.
Oh, you need to tell me your hero, guys. Say McCree or Soldier. If you're behind me, I can see your heal. Your health.
This is a really big downfall of... So they're doing the brute force way, like I mentioned earlier.
Go grab.
It's also not easy to get the Pharaoh with the shot. Go.
I have a res. Go and die together.
How did I?
Res. Nice. Go.
Go together, guys.
So, if you're shooting one person, almost always prioritize your left click. Don't, unless you're trying to finish a target off, don't right click them.
Roadhog and Mercy coming back.
But as for the brute force method, it's difficult. They did it, but fuck, it takes a lot of finesse. Or I should say, not a lot of finesse. It just takes a lot of, like, beating your head against the wall. Having some quick flanker or someone go left or right and just get past the choke, like, it's so much easier.
The bear has got to go.
They're coming down the stairs to you guys.
So yeah, at times like these, this is when you definitely just hold left click on the shield and just eat it.
Alright, what can we do about this fair?
Go
We
mid,
literally
let's go
have
mid,
three
let's go mid, let's go mid. Let him burn that, let's go mid.
Oh my god.
We're overextending in a big way. I have res.
Go.
Go, push, 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 push.
If you guys
Push
want to
it.
make a push and die on point,
Push
you
it.
should be able to come into the res.
Alright,
Well
well, I hear
played,
push,
well
push,
played.
push, and I'm the only person there.
I mean,
Die on point.
Oh, that's good. That's a good ult. Oh, I really thought that was. When I saw 3 people coming down from the stairs, I mean, I guess it's good because you had no support.
I can only res one person, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Never mind.
just back up.
We have 5 ultis, we have 5 ultis.
I'm the top right
Go
again.
mid.
How do you hook through a floor? Enlighten me.
It's those new hooks. We should go mid, and we should pop our ultis.
But yeah, remember you do 190 DPS.
God.
No, okay, hold on. Come
That means Reinhardt's shield lasts
We're dying.
for basically 10 seconds.
Should we push in without ultis?
If you're constantly shooting.
Ultis after the res? I'm just thinking.
If you have the chance
Why
to
are
put
we even looking?
fucking hey man, this is why I don't use comms. These fucking people are ridiculous.
Garbage.
Remember, if you just shoot the shield for 3 seconds, you've done 600 damage to the shield, pretty much.
Okay, push in, push in. And
Also, this is just the video lagging. This is not YouTube, from what I can tell.
okay, push in, push in. And die on point. Not straight to the point or you will not get res.
You know what? Maybe I'm not that confident in that answer. Let's see if we go super low, if it gets any better. Because that seems like video jitter.
Die on point.
We're doing fine right now. We're good.
Person's getting that res, person's getting that res.
I have a Reinhardt on me.
Oh my god, I'm
Alright, I
dead.
had to pop it. I have a Reinhardt.
One HP fire. 1 HP fire.
Where is she?
That's not 1 HP.
Oh, you got healed up.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to...
Your bubbles are great. Your bubbles are doing good.
Literally have 2 hits.
I literally...
There's a little bit too much infighting. Like your team.
One of our healers swapped 2
If I was on the other team and this was Dota, I would say I've already won the game.
something.
Essentially, in Dota, the first way to win the game is to make the enemy fight themselves.
Advantage of it.
And so that's when you start talking shit. Like, people think talking shit
Doing, McCree?
is all about, like, being disrespectful and upsetting the enemy and, like, it's just you lashing out at the enemy. But no, it's like, psychology is an actual thing. And anyone that doesn't believe that just has never done, like, competitive sports or competitive anything.
Are you freaking kidding me? Hit scans?
Beautiful.
Y'all are insane.
Okay, let's go mid. Let's go mid.
Nah, it's just game's over. We're just wasting 60 seconds at a time.
Got it. I have a fair on me. I have no idea.
Timing's overrated.
But yeah, if you can get them to hate themselves, fuck, it makes the world so much easier.
Alright, go. I'm literally thinking.
Okay, fair.
Timing's overrated.
Fair stop, fair stop.
But the only other correction I would have so far as Zarya would be to use your ult a little bit quicker. I know it didn't look like you had much chance to use it.
Get up front, get up front, get up front, get up front. Stay point.
Healing, please. I don't know where our healers are.
Spawn. I got pinned.
Okay, thank God.
Dude, look, all that bitching and that.
Yeah. 69 health, though.
Was I a fan of Rat Dota? Yeah, see, the thing is Rat Dota is, to me, it's like strategery. It's just... It's technique at its finest, even though it seems cheap as hell and annoying. Like, it's...
Left side.
It's how a game can be played.
So they have a tracer.
And what I love about Dota is that
Tracer.
they've just embraced it. They haven't, like, said, oh, this is a shitty way to play, it's not fun, it's not entertaining, yada, yada, yada. They're just like, no, this is something you can do with skill sets in Dota.
Tracer dead.
So he's Reinhardt now.
Get Lucio. Nice.
Getting focused.
Having a hard time hitting people with that hammer.
Don't die, Reinhardt.
And he died. He got a little bit overzealous. It's harder to do it in Overwatch. Actually, it's super easy to do it in Overwatch when I'm on someone's team, because apparently that just pisses everyone off.
I almost have a res if you guys can test for...
And I will tell you, a lot of my apply theory came from Dota. That's where I refined it. I love Dota, and I wasn't good enough to make a name for myself, and that's why I didn't get into teaching it, just because I didn't have any following. I just never tried. But with Overwatch, people followed me because I played Junkrat, and I was like, hey, now I can launch from my Junkratting ways to a coach or a strategist, because I can start getting somewhat of a following. I have no idea. What the fuck just happened there? That was just like a blur of him swinging a hammer.
Somebody can tap, possibly? Don't know.
Down point.
Oh man, you guys got crushed. So there's little you can do to fix, like, outside of not dying on that first point, which is a bit of a ridiculous thing to say. Done. Yeah, outside of just not dying on that one, it's you have to give up the first point faster than you think. That's all there is to it. You have to get set up on the second point. Yeah, usually your attachment to your first point will probably lose you your second point. Have I thought about a guest spot on Skyline Vid or something like that in nature? I've talked to Skyline a little bit, and I like what he does, and he says he likes what I do. So there may be something between me and Skyline eventually. But I'm so busy now with life that I haven't gotten around to doing something with the guy. I would love to, though. Alright. Big bang. He had a good charge, though. And now it's all about just...
I'm at 90 for res.
Aw.
I just got shredded on the way out.
There's not much you could have done there.
I have a Zarya.
So they didn't go up the small path. Because they got 2 ticks on you, they can easily just force you on the point by jumping on it. This, I think, was a good charge. Your team got big bang, though, and now it's... You got the Tracer. Or no, what was that? You got the Diva.
I do believe that is me.
I mean, you got surrounded... I don't know how the Bastion died so quickly last time, but not much you can do about that. Like, nice try. It happens.
Alright, yeah. Alright, 4.5 minutes, and we all have to stick to the point the entire time. Got this.
Get up here. Let's do this.
This is gonna be interesting.
Stranger things have happened. What, we're not playing the choke?
Yeah, we don't
We should
all
play the
have
choke.
Because if they
But
touch
only
the
one
point-
person has to stay on the point. Only
one
May needs to
person
stay on the
has to
point.
stay on the point,
Only May needs to stay on the point. Everybody else.
Too late now. They're coming in because they did it.
Reinhardt's purple. I have a soldier on me.
I picked up both their healers. Come on.
I got it.
Good job, dude.
Maybe you're reloading. Hold on. Remember, Orisa has a little bit longer of a reload time. I think it's 2 to 3 seconds. I forget the actual amount. But you do have 150 clip, and you shoot more or less slowly. Yeah, I mean, you can shoot for 15 seconds constantly. And it looks like it's a 3-second reload time, so be really careful about that.
What do you want?
Oh fuck.
You need to be helping something of your team. I mean, that was good work there. Don't keep resetting that. Let it get destroyed.
I can go up there, but I don't want to.
I mean, you can reset it if you know you're going to buy. I guess this was before the patch, so this would have been, yeah, it's 12 seconds. With the 8-second one now, maybe you can get away with that, but I mean, unless you can guarantee the 8 seconds, don't do it.
Tracer's on me too.
Also, be careful with the Eva, because if she gets old, we're
All right.
So something's happening to your left, and you should probably watch out for that.
yeah, I don't know what we're waiting for,
There it is.
but I don't want to poke out there because I won't be able to deal.
Aw, you missed him. So close, Lucio almost died. But that's usually the case with Lucio's.
Don't expect to heal if you're not near the point.
Oh, this is pre... Oh, this is pre you need one tick patch, too.
Aiming's overrated.
So they're doing a good job holding... I mean, they held the point for 2 minutes. Already, like... This is a difficult thing to do. I would use your ult. Perfect.
Can I get hit from... Save me, res me. I have a res. It's just me, so don't worry about it. Fine. I was gonna say,
Good job.
and I have my ult.
Same thing. Keep doing the same thing.
Careful if they push on point, because I'm not sitting in corner.
No, and try to die on the point, because I have a res. I'm only gonna be able to get a certain amount of people.
This looks like a gold team comp. This comp has to happen because they cannot... They can't get off the point. This is old patch.
Alright, I'm back.
If the team gets 1%, they lose.
Tracer. Oh, she missed her ult on me. Oh, thank Jesus.
She missed her all-time meal, thank Jesus.
Fuck, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here.
I'm slept. Fuck!
I have an Ana on me in the back.
Res? Oh, you only res one.
Because I had an Ana on me.
I mean, this is pretty good play so far. I don't want to say there's anything you're doing wrong as Orisa.
Reinhardt needs a heal. I don't know how he's gonna get one.
Ryan's down.
There's a baby diva shooting you, though.
Point. Is it just May? No, we have
No, it's May and Orisa.
That's it. Yep.
All right.
See, they just needed the 1%. They needed... it's hard to judge anything on a cheese strat just because... Oh, fuck. I hate the 2CP system right now. I know this was when it was at its worst, but it's still bad. The defense has a... Whoever defends first has a huge advantage. That's all there is to it. It's stupid how... It's stupid how hard it is for defense if essentially if you're attacking first and you don't get a tick and all they have to do is get a third, it reduces your options that you can run. So that's why they had a bit of a cheesy strat. So actually as the Orisa, I won't even commentate on it just because it was 2 minutes of or like 4 minutes of just fuckery. Because you were just trying to do whatever you could. But I'll just say this, it was good Orisa play. But for the Zarya, you were doing good on your bubbles. I'll say that. You were against the Junkrat Pharah, but you were at 100 charge, or you're like high charge most of the time, like 50 plus, 50% of the time or more. Like you had good charge. I think your bubbles are pretty much spot on, or maybe not spot on, but they were good enough. Your accuracy seemed to be fine. I would prefer using mouse 1 over right clicks when attacking a Reinhardt shield. Remember, at full charge, you do 190 DPS. Reinhardt shield, you don't really need splash damage for. It's not like you're going to be missing it. Just shooting it for 5 seconds, you'll do, you know, almost, what would that be, 1,000 damage? Pretty much. 950 damage. That's phenomenal damage in that amount of time. That's That's better than Junkrat? Yeah, it's better than Junkrat. In 5 seconds, Junkrat can do 600. So you're doing like 50% of Junkrat's damage against Reinhardt's shield. It's when the reload starts happening that Junkrat may be able to outburst Zarya at full charge. But either way, that's not here, there, or nor there. Positioning. I think your positioning was fine. I think there was a couple times when you had high charge that you could have maybe postured a little bit harder if your accuracy was there. But overall, I think you're doing quite fine. Logistically, you guys brute forced point 1. Point 2. I think the end push result was brute forcing it through the mid. I think you went through mid and your team went through top. Which is fine. It's just difficult to do. But you guys still did it. So if that was your team's plan, then you did it to plan, right? Can't complain about that. Also, skill usage is in here. Again, your skill usage is fine. Your alt usage, there's a couple times. Maybe, I think your team wasn't with you, and that was about it. Like, I was like, oh, man, you get 4 people here, but true enough, your team wasn't with you. You saved it maybe a little bit too long, who knows. You know, it's hard to see everything in hindsight. I think it was fine enough. Just, I would say, watch your alts overall. That's all. I'm not saying your alts were bad this game, but it does make me think maybe you should just, you know, be a little conscious when using your alt. Information-wise, sight and sound, I think you're doing just fine. Fine, not find. You didn't really get caught off guard. You didn't, like, misread some situations. Yeah. For having a team that was self-imploding, I think you're doing just fine. Your team lost as soon as they got pissed off at themselves. Also, Peace Snipe, thank you for the sub. He says, hey, Chro, avid watcher of your VODs. As a 30-year-old gamer, I appreciate your attitude and dedication towards helping other people with the game. Take care, man. Well, thank you. As a 31-year-old man, thank you for being an older person than me and watching me. Yeah, I think you did overall well. The biggest mountain that your team was facing was themselves. And you guys created that mountain yourselves. Not you specifically, but like your team did that. It sucks when you lose because of attitude. But that's probably Overwatch's #1 reason to lose. Is your attitude, yourself. But you did fine. I didn't see you tilt that much. You weren't getting into it, so good job. You weren't pissing them off. Yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the game. You're doing well. For a, what were you, 2,900? 3,100? I think you're fine. 3,100 I would actually start working on. I can't say working on because accuracy comes in time. But if you're a Zarya,
I have a res. Go and die together.
How did I?
Res? Go.
Go together, guys.
that was good. That was one of the times when you could definitely right-click one person. Just because you're out of range of your primary. Yeah, you got good right clicks here when you're finishing people off. Like that.
And Mercy coming back.
Yeah, overall I think you did well. You know what? I just noticed you got a 3-stack. Which kind of upsets me because you actually had a bigger control over the game's attitude than a solo queuer. Yeah, definitely talk to your friends. I don't know if is it your soldier being an ass? Maybe I think it was the Roadhog that was upset.
Top right?
Top right.
Yeah, they're all there.
Farrah's got to.
It's hard. Yeah, it's your Roadhog that kind of pissed everyone off. Also, just remember, this path, this upwards path, is very difficult to take without a good shielder. Actually, I would just say Reinhardt. Reinhardt or Diva. You actually need them. Especially when against Farrah Junkrat. You're not getting up that fucking... You're not getting up that thing without taking some type of damage. Rip DCW, or Gimpy, DCW says, I'm older than you, Chro. I'm 36. Well, thank you for being 36. Thank you for being older than me. But overall, I think you're doing fine. Yeah. Yeah. You'll get there. Your Reinhardt was fine. You lost so fast, I actually have no comments on it. I can't really critique a Reinhardt that played for 2 minutes. I can't figure out any bad habits or whatnot just because you had no time to show me habits. But, I mean, you seem to do decent. I mean, look at that. You nailed a good fire strike. You did some good damage, but hey, you get fucking surrounded. Like, what can you do? So, I'll have to quickly do that one.